Now, I wasn't going to cover this initially, but every time I open up any form of social media, this is all I see. It is literally every other short that I scroll through where it's talking about the Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, Benny Blanco, just this rift. And I'm getting pretty tired of seeing it and all this rhetoric because I do understand, sure, they are exes, they loved each other, bound to be heartbreak there somewhere, but she's moving on now. He has a wife. It's starting to irritate me, y'all, and mostly because everybody is blaming Justin Bieber's crash out on Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco getting engaged, her moving on, but I feel like a lot of people are failing to understand a lot came out about him and Diddy. What you're looking at now on the screen is actually a video that was done by another creator who basically talked about Hailey's obsession with Justin Bieber, how she basically stalked him throughout his career, meeting him at a very young age, her dad pulling the strings to get her at events that he did, hotels, gigs. She traveled the world to follow Justin Bieber basically. And yeah, that is a problem in itself, but also there's just a lot more to talk about, and I'm not going to be here talking about Hailey's obsession with Justin. I'm not going to be talking about Selena and Benny Blanco's new relationship, them getting married and moving on with their lives. And what we're going to be talking about today is solely the Justin Bieber and Diddy drama that did occur. And I kind of want to give my thoughts and opinions about the situation because, like I said, every time I open up literally any form of social media, it's all blaming Selena Gomez for Justin's crash out when I truly don't believe that that is the case. Now, I'm not going to dive into all these allegations about Diddy because at this point, I'm pretty sure that every single one of us, our mothers, our grandmothers, hell, even our nieces and nephews at this point are familiar that stay away from Diddy. And Diddy realized, oh shit, I'm not a GTA 5 character and I can't just pay Lester to have the cops turn a blind eye. He got arrested. All these allegations just continue to come out about him. Even to this day, there's new allegations that just keep coming out. And unfortunately, Justin Bieber did cross paths with him whenever he was a child coming into the star and entertainment world. And I feel like that has a big role and involvement in this crash out that we are currently seeing him go through. Because he recently did open up about his experiences with Diddy. But before we even continue this video, I want to take a quick look at this. And this is way back in the day of Justin spending 48 hours with Diddy, and some really eerie things were said throughout this, what seemed to be an innocent video at the time. The video we're about to watch was posted 15 years ago on Justin Bieber's main YouTube channel, and it's titled Justin Bieber's 48 Hours with Diddy. Now in 2025, Justin Bieber is currently 31 years old, so if this was posted 15 years ago, y'all, he would have only been 16. And as bad as that is, nobody should be exposed to Diddy, not a child, not an adult, literally not anybody. He should be locked up and just never see the sun again. It comes out in this video, Justin did not even turn 16 yet. He was still 15.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this will be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, let me get the front shot of this.
Man.
That out. Minute.
Woo. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seatbelt.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right,
no,
16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Jess.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
signed to Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, I could be getting this wrong because, to be honest, I did not look this up prior or do my research on it, but Justin Bieber did come from Canada, so he did come down here. I guess he started his music industry up in Canada, then he started doing music down here in California. Now, the thing about it is, Usher ended up getting guardianship at some point of Justin Bieber for him to continue his experience in LA, producing music and traveling for his music and art. The thing about this is, with Usher having those past experiences with Diddy, knowing damn well what the man was capable of, why on earth would he ever give Justin Bieber to Diddy for 48 hours? What occurred in those 48 hours is very dark, but it just continues to get worse, and this rabbit hole continued to grow for Justin at such a young age, being involved with Diddy. Now, again, the point of this video today is talking to y'all basically about why I feel like, yes, Selena does play a role in his heartbreak right now, but that's not the entire reason why he's crashing out. And every single video that I see is quite literally everybody pointing fingers at Selena and Benny, talking about Haley being the obsessive wife, but nobody's really out here talking about or bringing up the fact that Diddy did have involvement with Justin. All these allegations started swirling about Diddy. He got arrested. Then Justin Bieber's crash out started to happen. And hell, I'll even be the one to argue with y'all about how Justin has been crashing out for a while now, but it didn't really get to this extent until all of that did start to come out. But I do want to take a look at this video about Usher and Diddy because, like I said, Usher having personal involvement with Diddy, knowing what he's capable of, why would he pass off a young, vulnerable 15-year-old boy who's just now coming into the music industry to this monster?
According to Kim's stylist, she was writing a book where she specifically mentions that Diddy and Clive Davis had multiple sexual encounters, and Kim also told her that she had video footage of Diddy and Usher hooking up when he was young. Remember, Diddy always had cameras in his houses, so this would make sense. This is all alleged, but here's the email that the stylist wrote to another YouTuber.
I met with Blank this past Sunday evening, and she showed me the rough drafts that Kim sent her. When looking over the details of Kim and Diddy's relationship that will be exposed in the book, it will absolutely blow your mind. Also, some of the things in the book cover Diddy's key relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, Diddy giving Usher an STD.
Now, crazy enough, Usher got sued by 3 different people for him giving them herpes.
Documents have been filed in the Usher genital herpes lawsuit.
Now, if the rumors are true that Usher and Diddy hooked up when they were young, then it shouldn't surprise you that Diddy was also sued for transmitting herpes to a man. And this man actually won the judgment.
I want to be clear, I'm not sitting here placing all the blame on Usher, though. Yes, he is just as much guilty. I would not at this point call him a victim because it's... Why would a victim victimize somebody else? And I do understand that Usher was at some point a victim to Diddy, but why, knowing what he had went through with Diddy, would he victimize somebody else and pass off a young child, because that's all Justin Bieber was at the time, a 15-year-old child just coming into the music industry, to a monster that Usher knew perfectly damn well what he was capable of doing. Now, towards the end of this video, I do want to play some moments of Justin and how he's acting today, these crash out moments that he's been having, but I want to further provide context to y'all as to why he could be acting this way. And I just want to be very clear as well, Usher wasn't the only one who had involvement with this, and knowing that this was a child at these Diddy parties and what Diddy was allegedly doing to him behind closed doors, and the effect that it took on him even to this day. But I do want to play a quick clip from some other celebrities who had their involvement with Diddy, knowing Usher was there. And also, briefly, I'm going to be playing some clips of Justin, not even 18 years old at the time, with Diddy, extremely intoxicated and under the influence.
Bad boy now.
Signing the bad boy.
Here's your icon alert. It's called.
Oh my God.
boy. Bad boy.
You guys, are you working together?
I'm not. I mean, I think that we've become friends in a strange way, you know?
Like Robin Big.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
I'm big and you're Robin.
Yeah. No, I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, you know, he could buy you one also while you're
He
out.
got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Oh, apparently not.
Some things, everything ain't for everybody.
Now, Diddy is clearly a monster in this situation, and I'm not... There were other celebrities as well who were very high of status who knew what was going on at these parties and knew that a young Justin Bieber was also attending these parties and didn't do or say anything about it. Now, I want to take a look at the Kardashians and some of the involvement that they also had with not only the Diddy parties, but slip-ups of Kim Kardashian and certain things that she had said about Justin.
It's also being alleged that Kim K is under suspicion for being in these tapes and these parties, and we don't know how deep it goes, but they had a weird thing with Justin Bieber too.
I met him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Now, this whole video is alleged for legal reasons, but I want to say that this is also alleged because I don't know if this is true or not. This is just something that really caught my attention. Now, Kim Kardashian went to say that she met him at a White House Correspondents' Dinner, but when she said she met him at the she kind of had a little bit of a stutter moment there, and to me it sounded like she was going to start saying party. She said, I met him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm going to be putting like an edit over the screen. It's basically going to be talking about how Diddy actually hosted annual parties. Again, Diddy hosted annual parties. They were Diddy's parties. And he called them the white parties. But let's continue to hear about Kim's actual involvement and role that she played in Diddy and Justin Bieber. Again, allegedly.
And I guess he had said in an interview that, you know, he had a crush on me, and so I was kind of flirting back and said, oh, he's adorable.
Kim Kardashian's sister, you into Armenian girls?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She actually said, or Kim said, I think Justin Bieber should date my sister.
We took a picture together. He Twittered it and said, me and my girlfriend, Kim. Everyone thought he was being serious. And
Kim, tell me about your photo shoot with Justin.
oh my God, it was so much fun.
How old is Justin?
16.
Does he have a crush on you? Do you have a crush on him?
Is this a show?
Why they love their prey so young?
Now, that whole thing, it's just eerie to me. It makes the hair stand up on my arm. It gives me goosebumps. It doesn't sit right with me at all. Genuinely creeps me out. But one thing that also, suspiciously enough, that's going on through that video is how it's kind of like a joke and a mockery that Kim was potentially crushing on a genuine 16-year-old. Chris is laughing about it, and they're even asking about an article that was posted about why do they like their prey so young in reference to the Kardashians. Any normal individual, any normal family, any normal anybody would not be hanging out at that age with a 16, 15-year-old, and they especially would not be fake flirting or hanging out doing anything of those sorts. But with Chris's response, it kind of seems like she knew there was more going on behind the scenes and she was just kind of making a joke about it. And it seemed to be like this was normalized, that it just wasn't a bigger issue. If that was my kid and they were that age hanging out with a literal child and minor, I'd be like, what the are you doing? Like, tap you on the head, hello, we're not doing this anymore. But it just wasn't a big deal to the Kardashians, and I think that's probably because, again, they attended, allegedly, these white parties and knew that there was a lot more things that were going on behind the scenes that... this is gross, y'all.
And when I came in the room, I seen Puffy busting. They was getting it in.
Justin is at Diddy's parties.
Diddy made Justin sleep with Jennifer.
You have beautiful lips.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Great lips.
I'm not going to show it out of just respect for the fact that I truly believe that Justin Bieber is a victim.
Justin Bieber is getting yacked out of his mind. Drunk? Not even 18 at the time.
They get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that.
So who was with you this weekend? Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber.
Well, this party, I think half the people there were vegan.
The Kardashians are mixed up in this.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party.
You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me.
There's new Diddy party videos of Justin, J-Lo, Chris Brown, and I'll get to all that.
An alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star.
Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged.
We know Justin and J-Lo have been to Diddy parties together and been going for a long time since the beginning. Unfortunately, we know Justin has been and taken advantage of in many situations allegedly at these parties.
It has long been suspected that the person that Diddy had under his thumb was Justin Bieber.
Did Bieber get you into lean, or did you get Bieber into lean?
It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive for sure.
I was popping pills, doing my shrooms.
And Trey's like literally sitting there playing Lookout.
Playing Lookout as Justin Bieber goes down on Odell.
That Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club.
But whatever he is doing in this video with Trey Songz and Odell Beckham Jr. looks highly suspicious. Justin Bieber is not sober. He is clearly very heavily under the influence at this party.
Man, I think that there was times where I was really, man, is this pain ever gonna go away? I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking and starting my day.
After Diddy introduced him to this lifestyle, Justin Bieber couldn't stop, and there's many celebrities that went out with him and saw him out of control.
Now, I want y'all to keep in mind the things that we watched and the things that we talked about and discussed today. These are just the things that are known to the public. There's probably still many more unfortunate, intimate moments that did happen behind closed doors that we probably won't know about. So, just with what we had seen today, I think that it is safe to assume Selena's not the main reason of the crash out.
I can tell you pissed off at me. 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 You just want to pissed off at me. I can tell you pissed off at me. You just want to pop off at me. I just want to take off at me.
I'm not going to play the audio because of copyright, but here you go. I mean, people are talking about the way he's moving, his outfit. Like, I don't know, man. He's... Okay, I don't know.
You just a little bitty bitch for sure. You just a little bitty bitch. You just a little bitty bitch for sure. I've been the shit.
Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do acknowledge and understand that him and Selena did have their moments. They were in love when they were younger. Might have even looked at each other and thought, hey, we have a future. This is going to be us married one day. And yeah, heartbreak definitely can cause a person to crash out, but I think that all of these videos that I've been seeing circulating the internet, strictly talking about how Selena is the main reason why he's crashing out, is taken away from the fact of everything that this man went through from the time he was an actual child. I know that there are videos out there circulating as well where people are blaming Diddy and not even mentioning Selena's involvement in anything. But just my personal opinion why I wanted to make this video is because I'm so sick of opening my phone, literally any app that I go on, where it's just talking about Selena and Justin and Haley and her obsession with Justin, Selena and Benny Blanco, how they're getting married, all this other stuff, and that's why Justin Bieber's crashing out, because I genuinely don't think that that is the real reason. Like I said again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but I do think that that does play a little bit of a role, but that is a very minor role to everything else that he's been through, especially the things that have come out in the past 2 years, 3 years about the situation with him and Diddy. Maybe everything Justin went through at that young age, being exposed to the white parties and everything else, like I said, surrounding the world of Sean Diddy Combs, maybe he did find solace in Selena, and that's something that helped him get through those years and those moments. But also at the same time, I feel like everybody making all these videos and strictly talking about this Selena and Justin and Haley situation, it's kind of burying all those other videos of the things that he's actually went through and making it such a blurred line and making people genuinely believe this is just a Justin and Selena thing. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of in a rush making this video, so I hope that I explained things decently on my end. I hope y'all understand the point that I'm trying to get at with making this video, but it really is just bothering me that everybody's just talking about the fact that Justin's crashing out over Selena, when I think that the underlying issue is what he went through as a child, being exposed and given custody from Usher to Sean Diddy Combs when he was just 15 years old, and everything, all the chaos and all the everything that ensued after, it really did take its toll on him. As you can see, it's taken its toll on everybody else who came forward and spoke about the situation. Y'all imagine being a child and going through what he went through at the hands of Diddy, just for it to be exposed and brought to light one day, and you start to have a crash out moment over it. And instead of people really addressing what it could potentially be from, which would be that he went through under Diddy, everybody's just pointing fingers at the ex. But I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope that you guys did enjoy it. I hope that I explained myself decently during this video. Ow, I just bit my cheek. And I wasn't even going to make a video about this. I honestly wasn't. I was trying to avoid the Diddy stuff just strictly because I have so many thoughts and opinions about it. And I honestly don't know how to go about these videos and like keep them monetized or not get canceled on YouTube and have my channel terminated for saying certain things in the video, because YouTube has a very strict terms of service, and I've noticed that some channels get away talking about stuff that other channels don't get away with. And I have bad luck, and I would definitely be one of those channels who don't get away with talking about it. But with that being said, let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I did make a community tab post, and I was like, y'all, we've got to talk about something. It's going to be something y'all probably never expected me to talk about. And this is it. So let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and I will catch you in the next damn video. Alright, bye.
Justin Bieber didn't do that to himself.
I think that I was just, living in this shame, living in all this sort of stuff of my past, and I wasn't able to move on.
Justin Bieber is in need right now, who has been heard out by the industry. But Diddy taught him well, right?
There's rumors that are circulating around Atlanta and all around the music world that Bieber may have been violated by Usher in the same way that Usher has been violated by Diddy. And as a direct result of this alleged violation taking place, I've been told that it has compromised the mental health of Justin Bieber.